Hello and welcome to the video on natural ways to detox metals from your body. As I always say, I'm not a medical professional. This is just my opinion of, as I've said in previous videos, 10 years research. I'd also like to point out that I'm using a spy cam which is in my pocket, pen, so I can't actually see what I'm picking up. So anything that looks a bit, like why didn't he get that picture in and stuff like that, I can't, it's one of those things. I need my hands free for demonstration purposes. So yeah, like that's what's actually happening. So yeah, I'd just like to make that clear. Also in the description, I've put a link for greenmedinfo.com, which has a lot of science and information you can find out about things I talk about. Hopefully this is lighter. I think I may have put a bit more light in. There's a few things that you may be able to see in front and things. But yeah, anyway, basically that's it. I just want to show people some ways I do things myself. Like I said, I've done my research for detoxing metals, because we all get metals in our body in some way or another from all sorts of stuff that could be put into us by stuff we put, times we didn't know, and I'm sure people know what we're on about there. But yeah, so anyway, let's get on with the video. So that's the sort of stuff out the way that I'd like to just say. So what I basically do, and this is just through my own research, is I'm just going to make a drink up. Just make a the usual drink that you mix up in the mixer. And first of all, I'm using which we can hopefully see there, which we all know is celery. I use celery because it makes metals in the body innate, so it makes them inactive. So it's obviously, that's good in itself. So we'll just chop a bit of this, bit of celery. As I say, I don't know what the camera's picking up. Hopefully we can see. I'm low enough to be able to see, but I don't have a decent body camera, so I just put some of that in there anyway, just for demonstration purposes. Into there, like that. Garlic is another good metal detoxifier. Detoxifies metals from your body. Greenmedinfo.com, which will be in the description link, will obviously tell you a lot more about this. But obviously I'm just showing you what I use. You don't really need to chop this too much if it's going in the blender. Just maybe take it in half. Then we've got coriander, which I think I'm trying to show, but we all know what coriander is. Coriander put in there, which is also probably one of the top herbs for detoxifying metals. And I'm saying these remedies because they're simple and easily available. There's other stuff which you may be able to see there, sprunelia and stuff like that, but that's something you can order and stuff. This is just stuff I've discovered that's obviously easy available to everybody. So there's the coriander, we've got the garlic, we've got the celery, which, like I said, makes metals in the body inactive, so it helps really well. Then we come to these bottles, which I'm not actually advertising the brands, even though it looks like I am, but they are well known for having silica. Here we go. This is the first one, which has the highest content of silica, which I'm sure this camera's picked up at some point. You can all see what it is. But for some reason, they won't speak about it. I've messaged them and said, like, promote your, because it's good, because it's got silica in it. It has 32 milligrams of silica in there, which is good for detoxing metals. It binds with aluminium in the brain and in the rest of the body, puts it out through the urine. There's a story about that coming up in a minute, but how I discovered it, but that's one. This brand here, Evian, I'm going to say it anyway, doesn't it? But yeah, this has got silica, but not quite as much. It only has 15 milligram, so it still is good, but I tend to recommend people take the Volvic because obviously it's got the 32 milligram of silica in there. I'm trying not to make the video too long. I'm going to do this, blend this up quickly. I want to talk about that quickly as well. I'm going to put a bit of Volvic in there. There's no science to this, magic science. You just, oops, you just put it in like that, and then probably not too much because you're only trying to make a small drink like that. I've got the blender thing there, and then obviously just stick the lid on and blend it up, and then just drink it basically. Drink it straight from there. Hopefully the light's better in this video. Sorry for the noise this may make. I apologise in advance when it comes on. Yes. Sorry. There you go. just a quick blender, because you could give it a little bit longer, but obviously I'm doing a video, I don't want to make too much of a thing out of this. Obviously, like, you can drink this, which we all know, but if you wanted to, you could infuse it, and you can use this as a tincture here. So once again, I hope the video is picking this up. This is the garlic and ginger one I've done, but lemon. But you can do this and infuse this here, all the same ingredients: the celery, the garlic, the coriander, and obviously the mineral water. And you could infuse it, strain it, and put it into one of these, which you can then take under your tongue. So if you've got a lot of body metals and toxicity, and you can get all sorts of symptoms from that, feeling down, depressed, etc., etc. You can look a lot of them up yourself. Obviously, I'm just trying to be a bit of a guide here. But yeah, then you can take this with this here, which I keep doing because I'm hoping the camera's picking up. You see what it is, a dropper in there. You just put it in there. So that's that. Obviously, I'll just drink a bit of this, but it doesn't taste too bad. It's actually pretty nice. It's just that it's a little bit warm because I've took the water out the cupboard. So that's basically the 4 ingredients I would suggest people use. Like I said, keep doing your own research. Everyone's got their own ideas on specific ones they want to use. Anyway, the quick story about Volvic is a few years ago I was working in a college. I was using chemical sprays and things like that, and I ended up getting my hands, like contact eczema on my hands. Went to the conventional doctors. They said, oh, steroid creams, keep taking this cream and this will keep it down. But it just stayed there. Nothing really happened and worked. I did my own research because we all got metals in our body, which causes our immune systems to react in different ways. And obviously a good way to get that down, this reaction, was to get metals out. So that's how I discovered Volvic. So I found out about Volvic, the silica, and obviously Evian has got it as well, but not so much. So obviously I'd recommend Volvic. But anyway, I did that, and I also used coconut oil, natural coconut oil, which did get a bit messy. But I decided the doctor wasn't really doing it. Like I said, I kept going back saying, look, it's still bad. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to pay for things, and I've got big red patches on my hands. So eventually, I used Volvic. It wasn't a miracle. It didn't take just a couple of weeks. It took a couple of months in total. But I kept drinking loads and loads of Volvic. Put coconut on my hands 2 or 3 times a day, which, like I said, was a bit messy. And now my hands, as probably the camera maybe can pick up or may not, but they're perfectly. I'd healed myself basically because I was just fed up with basically just being fobbed off, and that's how I did a bit of research about this sort of thing. Like I said, greenmedinfo.com, the link will be in the description. I'm hoping to do some more videos after this, but I'm going to try a little bit of a better setup. Like I said, I'm using like a spy cam in my pocket, so this may be that you might see odd angles of things that you may pick up and may not. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy that drink, and like I always say, hit me in the comments and share this video if you think it's interesting to people. Obviously, as I said in the last video, I'm Mark Varnow. I'm on Gab, MeWe, Facebook and Twitter, and yeah, hit me up there. And as I keep saying, if you like this video, it's all about sharing the information and getting the information out for people that hopefully may need it and may find it useful and stuff. Anyway, it's brilliant. It's a Friday, so everybody have a good weekend. Best wishes to you all, and as I said, I hope this helps. And take care, everybody. Okay, goodbye.